What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, we are not in the shop today. We've been doing a little bit of traveling here because it's not every day that you get a chance to release a brand new, never before seen product into the market. So that's what we're here to do today. We have traveled up north to see our boys at S&S Diesel Motorsport, and they are launching something brand new, groundbreaking right now as you guys are watching this video. For those of you guys who may not know the guys over at S&S Diesel Motorsport, they are your common rail fuel injection experts. We have been using all of their products on all of our builds for all of our fuel injection needs, but they are your common rail experts. A little spoiler alert, it is not a Cummins based product, but stick with me, guys, because I'm sure you guys know somebody, maybe Uncle Larry, maybe your buddy. Not everybody's fortunate enough to drive a Cummins powered truck, but there's a lot of Fords out there. So if you drive a 6.7 Ford Powerstroke, stay tuned. This is a brand new product that is groundbreaking, game-changing, let me tell you. And what I need you guys to do, is stick your butt in the chair, watch this video. There's a lot of knowledge that's about to come your way, specifically for the 6.7 Ford Powerstrokes, but you need to share it with Uncle Larry, you need to share it with your buddies, you need to share it to anybody that you think would benefit that drives a 6.7 Powerstroke. Maybe you're looking at a new truck. You need to know this information, but this product, huge fix, huge solution. We're gonna go inside and see our man, Luke, from S&S, and he's gonna kind of give us the full breakdown, the full rundown, what they got going on. But this is a never before seen, groundbreaking, nothing else out there that solves this main problem. So let's get after it. Let's go inside, see our man Luke. All right, guys, well, we have made it inside to S&S, a little bit warmer inside here, but we're here with Luke from S&S. Luke, I've kind of let them know that we're gonna be diving into a little bit of a Ford thing here today, a little different, but take it away.
We got some pretty exciting stuff going on that we've been working on for a while for the Ford crew. You know, it's a little bit outside your normal wheelhouse.
But we got Michael. So I mean, the 450 is really just going to step in, and we're going to use him as a test pick here. So
Cordova's seeing the light, and so they're a good platform. But realistically, the Powerstrokes, the Super Duties, are a really good truck. I drive one personally, I have for several years. I came from a Cummins, of course.
He can be trusted because he did have a Cummins at one point.
That's right. The Fords are great trucks. They drive nice, they got tons of torque, it's a good engine, but the one thing they've been lacking is a more reliable fuel system. And so that's the problem that we've solved. Several years ago, we developed the disaster prevention kit, which was the best thing you could do at the time to prevent the collateral damage when the pump fails. It's not gonna keep the pump from failing, but if it does fail, it protects your injectors and the rest of the system.
Maybe you guys have heard about this, maybe know why it's a problem. The CP4 is basically, I mean, it's been referred to as the ticking time bomb. Why no one has done anything about the CP4 in the Ford platform?
Yep. So the main reason for that was a space constraint. You know, from a manufacturing and packaging perspective and a weight, they're good.
Better for them.
Problem is, you can't have everything all at once, right?
Yeah, right.
So you get some benefits in some things, but there's cost or there's trade-offs. So the trade-off with that was that architecture has got reliability problems, and unfortunately, when it has failures, it becomes a contamination problem because of the way the fuel flow path is in it. To answer your question, the reason that it's taken a while for a solution to come to fruition is because the valley of the Powerstroke is smaller, narrower than a Duramax, for example. On the Duramax platforms, for example, the guys are more familiar with a CP3 conversion that's been done for years, is because that was designed after an LB7 that had a CP3 to begin with. Eventually it got a CP4, but the bones were built around a CP3, which is a larger base pump. So
it wasn't a quote-unquote entirely new engine platform. The 6.7 Powerstroke engine platform was a brand new ground-up design based around a very small footprint pump. So to go ahead and slap a CP3 or something bigger, there's just no space.
In 11, Ford start from scratch, basically, right? They were coming from the 6.4, and then Ford took it upon themselves to do a complete clean sheet engine design. It had a CP4 from the get-go, so they never needed to design a lot of space around it because it's a smaller pump. That's where this comes in. This is a Standardine based high pressure pump that we've partnered with Standardine and Pure Power. Basically the engineering teams combined have come up with this solution. This is our DCR CP4 conversion kit, and so this is our replacement high pressure pump. It is a complete drop-in solution. You don't have to do anything different. You're not going to have any drivability problems. You don't have to do a retuning or calibration for it. It's a drop-in solution that can be a pure reliability improvement or a more capable pump as well.
We wanted to show you guys the engine here to kind of show you where the pump placement is. If you guys have never seen that, you've kind of got your upper and lower intake pieces, which kind of we can simulate here a little bit. I think the one thing that we'll get into and show you guys the installation instructions that these guys have put out. While it's not a level 1 or 2 out of 10 installation, and you guys will see me and Michael tackle it on Powerstroke. We're just going to do it ourselves. But if you're capable enough, I think you guys can tackle this, no problem. To me, when I pop the hood on a Ford, I'm like, all right, well, this is going to be 3 days later. But after doing the disaster prevention kit on Powerstroke, really, it's like once you got these 2 big pieces off, I think it's a lot less intimidating. So we wanted to kind of show you guys that to prove that you guys can do it. I believe in you. Luke believes in you as well, too.
That's right. So. That's right. This is the base high pressure pump. We've partnered again with Standardine and Pure Power. Standardine is a fuel system manufacturer. They're in the U.S. anyways. They're well known for earlier generation mechanical pumps. They're really well known for rotary mechanical pumps on a variety of applications.
So if you say VE pump on the channel, you know, people might get excited. You know,
that's right, a VE style pump. Anyways,
yeah.
Yeah, this is what is going to come with. So this low pressure line assembly is interfaces just clicks, quick connect, click straight on the filter. It's all, you know, OE style quick connects, easy to deal with. Different generations of the Super Duty all have different sensors in the supply side. So this thing's been designed to be as compatible as possible across a wide range of applications and different model years. So the dealers can just stock one part number across all of them. So.
Don't mind me over here. I'm just playing with these pumps. I'm just wrecking Luke's train of thought here. I apologize. You know, I'm not gonna touch that. We're gonna get to that.
That's impressive.
Oh, you want me to be over here?
You got it back together at least.
I didn't think I was actually official enough to be back here.
There you go. Welcome.
All right. Well, wow. I feel really important now.
This comes with adapters and plugs and stuff, so you can interface it with any model year. So for a dealer or for anybody else, you can stock one part, and it doesn't matter if a guy rolls in with a 2012 truck or 2019 or whatever else, you put the same thing on it. We're initially launching it 11 to 19. We're evaluating the 2020 and up platforms also. It will fit, but 2020 and up runs at 2,500 bar rail pressure. 11 to 19 runs at 2,000.
I'm a visual learner, and me and Luke have been over this morning and kind of like got a little bit more understanding of your CP3, your CP4, and then the DCR.
Yeah.
Take us through a little bit of maybe just some brief pump knowledge, because like you said, why does this thing throw shrapnel through the entire thing and mess everything up? But this pump won't, and this pump won't, but this one will, I guess, so to say.
These are both a Bosch pump. This is the DCR, the Standardine Pure Power SNS version. You can kind of tell through the generation, this was built to be a brick shit house. Like, it was, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. It kind of just slipped out.
No, that's good. people will know.
So it's a tank. It was designed for performance and extreme reliability. It's heavy, it's expensive to make, it's a challenge, but it works. This was kind of next generation of, I'm imagining, because I was in a lot of these discussions and meetings at Cummins, more compact, fit in more applications, cheaper to make, easier to assemble, like all of those things, right?
Hit a lower price point so we can make more money. I mean, what?
Yep. And it does all of those things. It's very modular. These heads just bolt in. It's just a cast housing. Like it is, the manufacturing engineer guys knocked it out of the park on this thing. But the overall design, to answer your question, is quite a bit different. So CP3 is a 3-cylinder pump. This is a 2-cylinder. It looks like a little Harley V-twin, basically, kind of thing.
It does.
This is like a 2-cylinder boxer engine, right? The CP3 is just a really nice eccentric cam, that just kind of like rotates like this, but without actually rotating like a cam and a roller does. So also the fluid flow through this lubricates the bottom end, both of these basically, and it goes out the return, but the high pressure side is somewhat isolated. In the case of this one, you feed into the inlet, it comes into the bottom end of the pump and lubricates the bottom end, which then feeds up to the FCA, which is kind of the gatekeeper to your rails and injectors and everything else. So that is fine if everything is honky-dory in here. If the bottom end of this pump starts to fail, which they do, then it starts to send all that metal debris that this is generating in the cam box straight up to the rest of the system.
I swear, you guys didn't put anything in this thing, but
No.
look at, and I'm not that weak. Ask Dawson, I slap him plenty of times.
On this one, like say 3-cylinder, there's buckets that just slide nice on this polygon. This is a really aggressive 2-lobe cam that rollers are immediately directly on. So it's metal to metal contact at high speeds chasing around that cam. And this thing, both plungers go up and down twice for every revolution. So this is one nice easy stroke per revolution. This is one nice easy stroke per revolution. This is 2 for every rev. So the valves and the plungers and everything in this thing are up and down twice for every one. So inherently by design, it's got twice as much motion.
They're working twice as hard and spinning fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the really unique design about this, it's a little bit more CP3-like in that it's an eccentric cam, which an eccentric cam means that it's not like this one is 2 lobes on both sides.
I was gonna say I don't know how uneducated I sound, but I was like, it's a 1-lober versus you got the lobe on the bottom. It's like, sure.
The other thing about this DCR pump, which is pretty unique realistically for high pressure pumps that are fuel lubricated like this, is it's actually pressure lubed through the cam. So these holes here, you might, if you're used to engines, might notice looks like a crankshaft basically, where it's got oil feeds for your mains and rods and all that kind of thing. This has that, which even the CP3 doesn't have that. The CP3 is, the whole case has got fuel in it.
Right.
And the bushings are lubricated and whatnot, but this is actually pressure lubed through the back of the cam into these drillings, and you get pressure fed fuel lubrication underneath where these bushings ride, which is into this roller cam here. So the other thing that's kind of unique, these all have springs that are pushing down, putting a lot of force down. So on the downstroke, even a higher RPM, the springs push the buckets and the plungers back down. This has got, and this is all a patented technology. And then with this roller eccentric, and then if you notice, there's not a normal coil spring that's pushing the 2 plungers back down. It's actually this spring clip that holds them, and the motion of it basically just works back and forth. One's on the upstroke and one's on the downstroke, so it really just needs to roll back and forth. It doesn't have to push back at and fight each other. So
that's really cool.
So some of the trouble with modern trucks, right, is a lot of those are SCR after treatment systems that require DEF fluid, and too often guys get DEF in the fuel, or they'll get bad fuel at the station that's gas contaminated or water contaminated, stuff like that. It doesn't really matter how good your fuel system is. If it gets enough contamination, it's gonna have problems or gonna fail. The beauty of this pump is that even if it does fail, it's not gonna generate a bunch of metal to then fill the rest of the system with.
All of those features together make up this is the permanent solution for the 6.7 Powerstroke platform.
Yep, it's the thing that the Ford guys have been dying to happen forever, that everybody assumed wasn't possible because the CP3 wouldn't fit.
Yep.
And
to kind of summarize and wrap up, if someone is interested in this kit, which is going to be coming out very, very soon, not available right this second, but going to be coming out real soon. Again, we really want to just give you guys the information. We're going to be at the Farm Machinery Show in Louisville. As you guys are watching this, we'll be out there with the S&S guys. They will be set up if you guys actually want to come out in person and see this stuff and chat with these guys the 15th through that weekend at the Machinery Show. They will be set up because this video is going to be going live right when it kicks off. So you guys have time to get there if you want to come check this stuff out. What's the best way to pinpoint people to know exactly when they can fix their crappy Ford? I mean, great Ford
That's right.
truck.
The best way is to go to ssdiesel.com, the website there, and get on a mailing list, and we will be notifying people as soon as it's available.
We'll go ahead and put that link down below as well. And again, if you come back to my page frequently, I will kind of let you guys know. And then the second part of this is we're gonna bring Michael home. You're basically gonna play Santa Claus to Michael.
That's right.
Because he couldn't be here, and we're gonna bring home a DCR kit to Michael, and we're gonna be installing one. So we'll kind of keep you guys up to date here as well as exactly when it's available. But we'll go ahead and put the link to SNS for you guys to get on that list down here that you guys can click through right here, right now. So the link, stay tuned, and we're gonna put it on Michael's truck.
Yep. And
run it through its paces there, and
we'll see you at the farm show.
See you at the farm show. Again, huge thank you to the guys over at SNS. They are the #1 common rail fuel injection experts, which we trust no one else. I don't own a Ford, but if I owned a Ford, I would say thank you so much for taking care of the biggest problem. Now, I think now maybe we can go get one.
There are a lot of Super Duties out there, and a lot of guys rely on them on the regular for their livelihood or for their fun truck or whatever. And so we're happy to be able to make that more attractive and more reliable for those guys.
Stay tuned for the installation video. Hit the subscribe button. Go follow the SNS guys. We'll put all their links down below. And again, some of the previous videos that you guys have done on your stuff, you guys can go check that out as well. But we will see you at the Farm Machinery Show. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. See you on the next video. Those of you guys who are, still not ready to hit that QR code quite yet, we still have legitimate paper colored picture instructions, which this is Michael Cordova approved right here.
Yeah, sweet.
Dude, show them the best part. They give you your tool list.
Oh, yes. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
You can go to the Harbor Freight, pick all this stuff up, most likely, probably, and you're ready to rip.
We're still a little old-fashioned, so we like the hard copies. But you guys, you ought to vote in the comments as to whether you're more of a QR code. QR code go online kind of guy, or if you're a little bit like me, where you want paper copy to set up on the engine, so you know what you're working with.
Colored pictures, guys. Colored pictures. Look at that. That's legit. Nothing but top-notch A1 from SNS.